welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, what's the deal? And if you guys are old, you already know what that shit do, all right? Keep in mind these messages are general, okay? So if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Catch me on the next one, and hopefully it sticks, okay, collective? I don't know why I was so giddy to come on here and do this reading. Partially because I missed y'all, okay? Your girl has been laser focused when it has come to work, okay? Not only with my job, right? My 9 to 5, but also with fashion, okay? So I've been trying to juggle everything, like my personal life, work, my goals and my dreams, and y'all, I'm tired. I'm tired. Like day before yesterday, or was it yesterday? I think work. Listen, that meme when the lady was like, "Today drained me." Okay, that's how I've been feeling all last week and all this week. And then today, my boss is like, "You want to pick up some overtime? You get paid time and a half on Monday." I'm like, God damn. All right, sign me up. God damn it. Sign me up. All right. Shit. I be tired. But listen, y'all know I'm going to make some time for y'all. Okay. You know I'm going to make some time for y'all. All right, collector. So here's the thing. Okay. I don't know where this burst of energy came from, because the minute I clocked in, from the minute I clocked out, I was exhausted, okay? But I don't know, maybe it's just something about y'all energy that got me on the up and up today, okay? Hey, Zion. It's so funny because somebody at my job name is Zion, but is it Zion or Zion? Is it the first one or the second one? Let me know, Zion, so I'm saying it right. Because I hate when somebody don't know how to say my name right. Like, and maybe, maybe that's conducive to the message. Maybe y'all got a name where some people always say it wrong, right? My name is Kelsey, but people always want to put the CH on me. You know what I'm saying? They always want to put the CH on me. Like, dang. It's not Chelsea. It's Kelsey. It ain't that hard. It's not that hard. So, Zion. Okay, so, yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me, Zion. So I'm making sure that I'm saying it right. But it is somebody at my job who has that name too. So that's funny. But y'all, let's get into y'all message, okay? So collective, when it comes to you, right? The person that you are, the person that you have grown to be, somebody feels like the best part of them was or is with you, okay? Now, I am getting some past and some present energy, okay? And it's crazy because the 2 song downloads definitely confirm that, all right? Hey, y'all, welcome in. Happy, Thursday? Happy Thursday, okay? Double cheeked up on a Thursday, okay? Y'all, so, boom, why my people, every time we trying to explain some shit, we be like, all right, so boom. Anywho, y'all, the 2 song downloads that I had got, okay? And before anybody gets to being like, why you not showing your face? Listen, y'all, today was a long day. Listen, like I said, today drained me, okay? After I done shower, I done put my scarf on, it was a wrap. It was a wrap from that point on, okay? Speaking of wrap, somebody can smoke here, okay? Somebody can smoke that ganja, okay? But listen, y'all, the 2 song downloads that I had got, okay? Hey, Tainted, I really miss y'all. First and foremost, okay, before we get into the spiel of what this message is, I really miss y'all, and I really do. If I don't say it enough, I really do appreciate y'all for fucking with me and for coming to the channel, subscribing, coming here to get y'all confirmation, y'all messages, and things of that sort. I feel like I don't say it enough, so I'm saying it now, y'all. Like, I really appreciate y'all for always supporting the channel, okay? Okay, because on YouTube, we all fam, okay? We all fam. All right, so boom. The 2 song downloads that I had got, right? It was the script I guess the group is called The Script, and the song is called Break Even. Okay, I think I was on like Instagram or something where I had got this download, and I was like, all right, cool. So boom, that's when I had uh something is finna like blossom or something, or I don't know if somebody can be upset, because when you think of the sound boom, right, it's like an explosion. I keep saying it, I don't know why. It speaks of like an explosion, right? So I don't know if somebody could be a little upset here, a little, they feeling it in their chest, collective, when it comes to you. All right. But when it comes to that song, The Script, by The Script, Break Even, it speaks about the painful imbalance of a breakup. It describes how one person suffers through deep grief and trauma while the ex-partner moves on easily, right? The title means that heartbreak is never split 50-50. One person carries all the emotional pain. So when it comes to, I feel like this speaks more so of the past energy, okay? I feel like whoever it is that you could have been with or you could have recently broken up with, feels a little bit, or how it may appear, right? I don't know how recent this breakup could have happened. I'm hearing it could have been years that you and this person could have split up, but the pain that this person feels still feels fresh. Okay. You know how they say when two couples break up, and it can be same sex, it can be different sex. Take it how it resonate, okay? But it could be like, when the male is fresh out of the breakup, they go out, they have fun, they with their boys or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They peeping the scenery and all of that, right? And then whereas on the other end, maybe the feminine energy goes through the crying, that goes through the pain and processes that. And then afterwards, that's when, you know what I'm saying, I'm hearing Stella got her groove back. Somebody's name could be Stella. Somebody could like Stella Black, okay? Somebody could like to drink wine. Or their preference could be wine or champagne. Take it however that resonates. But it's kind of like, whereas the masculine energy or whoever could have been in the most masculine energy in the relationship is starting to feel the hurt and the pain. It's kind of like all the partying, all the going out, all the getting with this person, that person, or whatever the case may be has kind of died down. Like this could be somebody who went on an ego trip is what I'm hearing, right? It's like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I can do bad all by myself. I ain't tripping off of, the feminine energy, whatever. I can get whoever I want, But then it comes to a point to where it's like, yeah, sure, you could get whoever it is that you want. But when it comes down to a point to where like you really want to settle down with someone, where you really miss like, venting to someone about your day and having those heart-to-heart conversations, or just, coming home to some fucking dinner being made for you, or, shit like that. I feel like somebody is now in that energy to where, like, they miss those certain type of things, okay? I'm hearing sweet nothings, right? Like, maybe the feminine energy here, or, whoever is in that feminine energy could have been that one, because I'm hearing Destiny's Child cater to you, right? Somebody's name could be Destiny. You could have a child with this person. But, maybe at one point the feminine energy was like, listen, I run your bath water, whatever you desire, I aspire. Sing you a song, turn the game on. I brush your hair and put your do-rag on, okay? But to whoever the masculine energy was, maybe they just didn't think nothing of it, right? Like they didn't think having someone do those things for them was a big deal. until you come across maybe other feminine energies who just don't operate like that. And it's like, damn, like I miss when Collective used to run my bath water, or you know what I'm saying, wake up before I got up for work and pack my lunch for me and this, that, and the third, right? So it's really hitting whoever it is that you could have been with, in the sense of like where they made it seem like it was nothing, it wasn't that deep, or you know, they could easily find somebody else to carry these certain type of characteristics towards how they treat their partner, was easy, right? And I feel like they're starting to realize, like, goddamn, not everybody is like who my person was, right? And it's okay, Zion. You said you've been MIA. It's okay, y'all, because I've been MIA too. But I'm pretty sure it's for good reasons, right? Everybody, life be lifing, okay? But at the same time, God be godding. So I get you. I get you. It's all good in my books, okay? Now, when it comes to the second song, right? I just got this download, like literally like maybe like 20 minutes ago, as far as this being an addition to showing the contrast from like how the past person may be feeling, that may pop up in the read, and how the current person may be feeling, right? Now, the song is Leona Lewis, Bleeding Love, right? And it was funny because I was playing it and my homeboy was like, he was like, I love that song. He was like, when I was in jail, they used to always play it over the intercom or whatever the case may be. He was like, that's how I got put onto that song. So I don't know, maybe somebody could have went to jail. That can be significant here, okay? But when it comes to the current person, right, that I feel like you could be dealing with, the song by Leona Lewis, somebody's name could be Lewis, somebody's name could be Lee as well. And I feel like that was even more of a confirmation because my grandmother's middle name is Leanne, right? And my oldest niece's, no, my second to oldest niece's name is middle name is Leanne too. So I don't know, somebody's name could be Ann, Lee, take it how resume, okay, y'all? But it's a powerful emotional ballad about opening yourself up to deep vulnerability and enduring the pain that can come from intense love. It describes remaining fiercely devoted to a partner despite outside judgment, criticism, and people trying to tear the relationship apart, okay? So when it comes to whoever this new person is, I do feel like, you know, it may be a little difficult for them to be completely vulnerable with someone again, okay? And I say again because you know, maybe this can be you listening to it, right? Maybe this could be you being in this position of being vulnerable with someone because of what you may have went through with the past person, right? It says the narrator was previously closed off from love and guarded against pain, but a new relationship breaks down those walls, leaving her exposed, okay? So listen, collector, when this new person came across you, you know, maybe they were used to being in that energy of like, you know, not really wanting to take anybody too serious, right? Running game, whatever it was that got them whatever it is that they may needed or wanted in that time span, right? But the whole intent was never to have anybody stick around enough to where it got them to thinking or questioning like, what could this be? Until they ass met you. Until they ass met you, collective, and they like, hold the fuck up. You didn't open up the floodgates to my goddamn heart that I didn't had barricaded for I don't know how long. Right? So, you know, when it comes to this person, I feel like they kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. It says people around her, it says defying the outside noise, right? So people around her judge the relationship or try to fill her with doubt, thinking she is going crazy. but she ignores the criticism because she knows her truth, okay? So it's like, despite whatever anybody else may be saying about the relationship, or even if it's something that they may be trying to self-sabotage and put on the relationship, they know in their heart and heart that that's not really true. They know, I feel like a part of them knows that the only reason why they're coming up, why, how can I explain this? It's kind of like a defense mechanism, okay? Their sense of a defense mechanism is thinking of how everything can go wrong, even though their heart is telling them, and however they feel about you makes them feel as though like everything can go right with you, okay? Because let's bring it back to the title. Like I said, like the best parts of this person is because of you, where they could have been have a very hard exterior. They could have been very mean to people, or, whatever the case may be. There is like, you bring out a softer side of this person. And it's not provoked. It's not forcibly. It's very natural, okay? Some of you guys can be natural, or naturalists, right? Maybe you don't wear, you like to wear your real hair, or, you could be into herbs, or, you know, uh, you know how they say, if you're not feeling well, maybe you like to go outside instead of popping the Tylenol. I don't know. Maybe you like to just go outside and get some fresh air. Like, maybe it's things like that make you feel better. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to go sit near some water, go to the beach, or things of that sort. Okay. But yeah, that's just a gist as far as the energy that I was feeling in regards to this read. So let's get into the tea. Let's get into the tea, y'all. So first and foremost, y'all already know we're going to tap in with y'all to see where y'all at in this soul's journey, whether it's your energy or whoever it is that you are dealing with, okay? So we got imagination here. I don't know why it's making me think, like, you and this person, I feel like y'all have like this best friend type of energy. Y'all can have like a lovers and best friend type of vibe, okay? I'm hearing, tell me again, my baby, be lover and friend. And you want to know what's so funny though? Because you remember that part in that song, he was like, sometimes I want to be your lover, sometimes I want to be your friend, sometimes I want to hold you, what a record spin. Got open up because you made me feel so comfortable. You used to play back then. Now you all grown up like Rudy Huxtable. I could be your bud. You could like you remember how Rudy used to treat Bud on the Cosby Show? She was so mean to him, but like he loved him some Rudy. Okay, it's giving like Steve Urkel and Laura energy. Like. Laura used to disregard Steve so fucking much, and he still attempted to go towards her. Okay, so like, I don't know, maybe this person could be a little mean towards you, but it's like it's like you see something deeper in this person. It's not just a regular disregard. I feel like you feel a sense of that this person is disregarding you because they're trying to protect their heart because they feel so deeply for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you see past, no matter how much this person may try and self-sabotage this connection, it's like, I know you love me. I know you care about me. So it's like, I'm hearing why you want to go and do that. T.I. Somebody's initials can be T. Somebody's initials can be I. Okay. But imagination, right? It says, I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. All right. Some of you guys can be creatives. All right. You got this ability to where, like, when Big G gives you that vision of something that you want to do, you put the work in, you place yourself in certain places with certain people, and you make that shit happen. Okay, I feel like this is something that someone may admire about you. Like, everything that you said that you wanted to do, you did. You did. But what they also notice is the fact that when, like, you kept your word to yourself. You know, I'm hearing word is bond, right? So if this person sees how committed you were towards whatever it is that you were thinking about and make it come to fruition, that when it comes to it, you know how somebody says like how you do one thing is how you do everything. It makes them believe, right? With imagination, it makes them believe that if you got your heart set on a relationship with them, despite however they may be treating you, you know, it has a possibility of actually working out. I don't know why this person just feels like if somebody can get through their hard exterior, then they're like, I don't want to say worthy, but like it convinces them that this is where you really want to be, if that makes sense. Okay. Now, also, when it comes to imagination, I do feel like this is somebody who can really see themselves being with you. Okay. And I feel like that's what could have caused them to like amp up the meanness, which is so weird because you know how they say, how they used to say back in the day, like, oh, if he hit you or he messing with you, that means he like you. Like, this person could have been told that so much growing up or heard it or whatever to where they felt like, okay, this is how I can express to this person that I like them. You know what I'm saying? If they're mean back to me, then that lets it's like that will be a confirmation to this person that you like them, because evidently in order for them to get under your skin shows that like they are able to like bring something out of you that maybe not everybody else can, which is so crazy, right? Because it's like if you really like somebody or if you really love them, it's like why would you want to put them in the position of being angry in order for you to have a certain type of confirmation that they care about you, okay? And I feel like a lot of that stems from however this person's upbringing was, okay? Hey, Donnell. Welcome to the Soul Fam, Donnell, okay? They don't know about this. No, I'm swearing. Is that Donnell Jones? Don't let me get to misquoted. I'm hearing, don't listen to what people say. They don't know about you and me. Get it out your mind. It's jealousy. They don't know. Who is that? I might be hella off. But where I want to be. Where I want to be. Yeah. Okay, listen. When it comes to the past energy too, it's so hard for someone to imagine themselves being with whoever they could currently be dealing with because they already locked in on having a life with you. Okay? Donnell, I'm glad you done came in. Because listen, it's very hard for somebody to picture like having kids with someone, marrying them or whatever, because I feel like somebody still has those certain type of thoughts of you in the back burner of their mind. And honestly, I feel like whoever you used to be with is not really being serious. And it's a pretty fucked up situation with that, because I feel like somebody is using somebody as a seat warmer. Like, okay, cool, you're here because it's like you're comforting me, you make me feel good, whatever. But if collective ever came back, all of this is non and void. You know what I'm saying? And it's really a fucked up situation because it's like, why leave somebody on when you really banking on the person that you truly imagined yourself being with to come back? Ooh, child. Regret was just at the bottom of the deck in reverse. It's like, I'm telling you, whoever this past person is, you must really be a gem collector, because they would not regret whatever moves that they make if you were to come back into their life. They wouldn't regret it at all. Because I feel like that's initially what somebody was banking on. Like, if Collector, like, yeah, this is cool, whatever. But if Collector was to come back, like, quick, fast, and in a hurry, I'm gonna be there. All right, so we got humor here. All right, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Whoever the new person is, and it could be even the old person that could have felt this way in the past, right? It's like somebody here, especially thinking of like imagination, right? It speaks of the sword suit, right? So that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody can be any of those signs, or in their moon rising, whatever, or they're operating in that sign right now, right? Um, it's so crazy because I feel like when you communicate with this person and like collective, you got the ability to like laugh them up, forgot they draws. But listen, Linda. Somebody name could be Linda. But yo, you got a way to where like maybe your jokes or how you just put a smile on somebody's face, it makes them feel very comfortable, okay? And this is just naturally, I feel like you being you. Like, you can't help the fact, collective, that your wordplay is insane. Like, you can't help the fact that the things you say make a motherfucker chuckle. Like, this is just who you are. Okay, this is who you are. Okay, somebody here can have a really good connection with Big G as well. This, I feel like that's with me saying that, this is like your God-given gift, okay? Because I'm hearing, because of who you are, I give you glory. Because of who you are, I give you praise. Because of who you are, I will lift my voice and say, Lord, I worship you because of who. I'm hearing that, okay? So, like, I do feel like this is like your God-given gift, okay? Like, you are just meant, like, this is one of the gifts that Big G has given you in order to spread, okay? Like, somebody here could want to be a comedian. You know, this, and I feel like even with imagination, Big G specifically, for whoever this is for, puts ideas or visions into someone's mind to where like they can see themselves on the stage, or like, you know, this is like you just saying some shit and somebody being like, you funny, you know, and you have that glimpse of a vision as far as like you doing stand-up or something like that. Like, that's not by coincidence, okay? That's not by coincidence. But also too, I just feel like when you get to laughing and joking with this person, like, you make them feel so much at ease. Or you, again, because this is somebody who got a hard exterior, okay? When you think of like the king and the queen of swords, right? These are very serious people. So if you can make a motherfucker that is 95% of the time very serious chuckle, like, that means something to them. Because I feel like not too many people can make this certain type of person laugh, okay? So when you crack the code with this type of person, I feel like their mind instantly goes to like, dang, like, I wouldn't mind being around this person all day. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what else the fuck they got up their sleeve to say that's gonna make me laugh. Like, I'm telling you, somebody here, like, somebody here's wordplay is like, what made you say that? You know that meme with Megan Thee Stallion, she was like, why would she say that? Like, okay, you make their flabber be gasted, collective. You flabber their gasted. But listen, y'all. Yeah, somebody also thinks about your smile, or they miss their smile. Your smile. What's that song? I heard it instantly as soon as I said that. I like your smell. Do 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 do. I like your smell. Is that who is that? Zion? I know Zion be only when it comes to the songs. Is that Janet Jackson? I love your smell. I think so. Let me fact check. That's Shanice? Wait. Who is Shanice? Hold on. Yep, that is true. Yep. Listen, I know. Listen. Zion. Shout out to Zion, because you really do be coming through. But I don't know why I thought of Janet Jackson. But you would know what's funny? It made me think on Friday when that girl came. When she came, like you say, you look like Janet Jackson. You look more so like Freddie Jackson. Don't you ever. Oh my God. Because why did he do that girl like that? Told her she looked like Freddie Jackson. Yo, I feel my grandparents' energy in this read. That is so funny. Somebody could have like a passed over grandparent or grandparents, okay? Like a grandma or a grandpa, because my grandpa's name is Freddie. But I've never met him before. You know what's so crazy though? Because I remember when I was back in high school, I was on Zion. I was on like Dance and Flag, right? So I remember we had, because listen, shout out to Crenshaw, because we were making it to the championships, okay? Okay. Blue and gold. I don't know why it's making me think of, remember on Boys in the Hood, she was like, he go to Crenshaw? No, she was like, he go to Dorsey? He go to Crenshaw. But listen, we had made it to, I forgot, I think it was like the city finals or something like that, but it was this big ass stadium and we had to perform, right? So I was so like scared of like dropping my flag or some shit, like fucking up on a routine. And literally the night before, because remind y'all, I've never met my grandfather. My grandma, my mom's mom, was the only grandparent that I ever met. Like my dad's mom and dad passed away before I was born. My grandfather, my mom's dad, passed away before I was born. So my grandmother was the only grandmother that I actually really got to have for like 13 years of my life, right? I kid you not. Damn, what is that? Where's that card? Some of y'all really about to embark on a new journey. Because I was literally just on a phone call like last week, right? Where'd that deck go? So I can show y'all. I think it says pathway. But I had a dream, right? Before the performance. I had a dream. And I remember I was practicing my flag routine in some type of like it was like some type of like wooded it looked like a deck, right? And it was like it was wooden, but you can like walk straight through it. Kind of like, you know how if you in LA, like think of like the Rose Garden. That's the type of vibe that they had gave, like the Rose Garden by USC. And you know how they have like certain type of what the fuck do you call it? Where you can just go sit in a little area or whatever. Where is that damn card at? But anywho, I remember that I was walking through like the little wooden walkthrough, right? Practicing my routine. And I could hear a man's voice, but it made me feel like it was my grandfather's voice. This is the card. Okay? It's for it to say pathway. Like, listen, y'all. And with the butterflies here, somebody could like butterflies. But y'all have been going through a transformation that I feel like a lot of y'all, like, a lot of other people may not understand. Okay? But it's for the best. It's for the best. But I heavily do feel like y'all got some like grandparents or so that is looking over y'all. Okay? They're with you while you go through this transformation, while you go through this pathway. All right? Some of y'all could have recently had a dream of a grandparent or a loved one, you know? It could have been a funny dream with humor here, okay? So even though that person is not here in the physical, I do feel like they still have a way of connecting with you in the spiritual, right? And they may come to you in dreams. So that can be your confirmation as well, okay? And it's something that like makes you think. Like some of y'all could have those. I know I have these certain type of instances where like certain type of inside jokes that I used to have with Z, for newbies, that's my best friend that passed away, right? So like it'll be like certain things, like say I'm having a stressful day or something like that, and I will see something or whatever, and it'll make me laugh, right? And it makes you think with imagination, like those times you and this person used to laugh and joke about certain things, or you know, because listen, signs and synchronicities are very real. When you're not so distracted by the outside world and you really open up your ear to hear Big G or hear your ancestors, they will literally send you signs and show you things to let you know, like, I'm still here. I may not physically be here for you to see me, but I'm still here. I can't tell you how many times I've been driving and I just laugh, like, nigga, leave me alone. Like, you stupid. Because you knew if I seen that I was going to think of that shit. And it was going to make me laugh. It was going to turn my day around. You knew. Because me and Z, we used to, I'm telling you, we used to be on phone for hours. And we'd be just laughing. But, like, he'll break out in this little game that we used to play, right? So he'd be like, I heard they caught you naked, right? And he'll just say the most bizarre shit. So I remember one time I was like, because if y'all from LA, y'all know on like King and Western, it's like this one dude that he was like a staple there, right? And he used to wear this Liberty sign. Somebody could be a Libra because thinking of like the Liberty law, the scales. There used to be, I don't even know if he's still there, but it was this dude that used to have the Liberty little costume on. He'd be flipping the signs, whatever, right? So I remember he said, I heard they caught you naked. He said some bullshit. I was like, I heard they caught you naked on King and Western flipping the insurance sign. And he knew that shit was funny, but he would not give me he would not give me my props. Because he knew exactly who the fuck I was talking about that be out there. So I don't know. Like, y'all got a Passover loved one, you know what I'm saying, that still looks over you and still somehow tends to put a smile over your face, right? Every time I see somebody flipping a sign, that should make me laugh because it's like, nigga, you knew I had a point there. I had a point. How you gonna try and take away my point because you wouldn't be a hater. But anywho, y'all, let's keep it going because we're only 2 cards in. I'm here and I only got 4 minutes. So do what I gotta do to prove to you that I would do anything. Okay, so whoever this new person is, I do feel like you could have tried everything. You could have pulled everything out the hat when it came to like trying to show this person like, hey, I love you. I care about you. Like, this is where I want to be, you know? And they just have not been budging. So I feel like somebody here could have got to a point to where it was like, you know what? I ain't got no more. It's not to say you got tricks up your sleeve, but it's sort of speak to where it's like, I don't know. It's giving Tyrese when he was like, what more do you want from me? You know what I'm saying? Sorry. Because why did that man get on the internet and become a meme? Okay, let me be for real. But no, like that's how your energy is. It's like, what the fuck more do you want from me? Like I didn't said this, I done did this, whatever. Like despite you being rude, mean, whatever, passive aggressive, like I'm still here and you don't get it. Cause I feel like once you done with some shit, you done with some shit. This is why your past person, I feel like is still grieving you because you made so much of an impact in their life to where it's like they're wishing that they could have appreciated the things and the gestures that you did. Hey Slay, sorry y'all. I'll be talking, I'll just be looking around and I'll look at the chat and I'm like, oh shit, who popped up? Hey Slay, happy Thursday. But this past person, you know what I'm saying? They're thinking like, dang, I wish I would have treated Collective better. Dang, I wish I would have handled this situation better. Like, I wish. Okay, it's giving Ray J. Somebody's name could be Ray. Somebody's initials can be J. All right? It was a matter of fact, I was the one who said I love you first. It was about 8 years ago. Don't act like you don't know. I was sitting at home in your mama's living room, cause it couldn't be alone. See, your mama knew there was something else. She know how I felt. Back then we were in school, and that's your favorite excuse. Growing up, I was a fool. Okay, so you could have known somebody, whether it's the past or the new person from like school back in the day. It also gives, because even in that part in that song, he was like, he had to sit in the living room because your mama knew. So like maybe it's something about maybe how this person dressed or how they look or maybe how they come off or how they talk. Like, you know, it could have led your parents to be like, I gotta keep an eye on this one. You know, like leave the door open. No locked door. No more locked doors. No more locked doors. Oh my God. Something significant could have happened on a Friday, okay? Because I keep getting Friday references, so that could be significant. Maybe that could be somebody's anniversary date, or I don't know. Somebody remembers certain details about maybe the day that y'all met or when something specific happened on a certain day. You know, like you probably wouldn't think that this person thought about, kept a mental note of something that happened with y'all. Okay? Like, this is the type of person where, yeah, it's not to say that you don't remember certain things or whatever, but this is somebody that, like, remembers certain things to a T. And I feel like this just expresses how much you mean to them or however it is that you made them feel, okay? You know how, like, with even just with certain parents, it's like, yeah, my kid was born on July 8th at 8:52 a.m. Like, what? The fact that you remembered that it was at 8:52 p.m., like, somebody is like that. Somebody's birthday could be that day, okay? But yeah, somebody even, before we get the last card, because damn, like somebody feels a lot about you. And you don't, and listen, we 43 minutes in and we only 2 cards in. Somebody, I feel like, feels like you don't really have to do much in order for them to feel however they feel about you. Okay? You talk with your eyes too. I remember I seen a reel, what was it, yesterday? You know that guy, it's a guy that just goes around and he may sit next to a woman and he starts sharing snacks, or like he'll give snacks. But it was this one video though that he did with this one girl. Her eyes was so fucking locked in on him. Somebody in the comments was like, oh, she talking to you through her eyes, okay? So like maybe it's something about your eyes to where it makes someone nervous or something like that. Like when you look at somebody, I feel like you got the tendency of looking at somebody's soul, okay? And it was so funny because I encountered this the other day, right? There's this pizza spot that's like right across the street from where I'm at, right? And the dude that orders, like, I always chop it up with him and everything like that. But it's funny that this conversation is coming up. But I was ordering, I was talking to him like, so how's your day or whatever. He's talking to me, but he's looking in a whole different direction. I'm just like, I'm thinking in my head, like, damn, like, he don't know how to give eye contact, or like, what's that about, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he's a very kind person, but it's like he could not look at me. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Am I doing something like I don't know, collector. You can have some people that be nervous to give you eye contact, or I don't know. It's just the way that however your eyes are. Okay, you make people nervous. All right, so we got guilt here. It says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Okay, so I do feel like you got to that point when it came to like pulling all these things out the hat to try and see like what was going to win this person over. You was just like, you know what? I'm all out of it. I don't know what else you want from me. This is not making me grow in any type of way, shape, or form. If anything, this is making me backpedal. So maybe when you were in that past relationship to where you was doing everything under the sun to try and keep somebody happy, or, fix the relationship and shit like that. So once you went through going through doing that with another motherfucker, when it comes to somebody new, it's like, yeah, nah. I did it's like, all that work, and look where it got me. Nowhere, because you're not even with that past person anymore. As much as you done bent over the fuck backwards and did everything from A to Z. So I feel like the more you've healed and you've grown and you got to that point to where it's like, when I come across somebody, if they cannot see that my intentions are pure and that they are not projecting the hurt that they went through with another person onto me, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna feel like you have to jump through hoops in order to show somebody like I'm here. Because otherwise it's like, if I didn't want to be here, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be doing this shit. It's that simple, right? Maybe not for all, but for where you at in your healing journey, like that's how you may feel. So because I feel like you may have stepped away from this situation, somebody feels guilty because it's like, damn, I know it was my fault that caused collector to be this way. Because perseverance here. It's like, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You know what I'm saying? Like, this situation was not going to stop you from being the loving, caring, nurturing person that you are. It's giving like right package, wrong address, right? So let's see why this message needs to come out. Let's see why this message needs to come out. Like, somebody, like, I'm trying to tell you, this is like, again, you making somebody laugh. It's giving that energy of like, because you have a strong effect on someone and they just don't want to admit that you have this strong effect on them, because it's not forcible. It's really natural. Like, you don't do anything out the norm of who you are that makes people love you the way that they do, collective. Me and Tootie, we used to play this game, right? So we used to be like, I bet I could make you laugh, right? Some of y'all could have played that shit. Speaking of humor coming out here. So I would do something to make her laugh, and she would smirk. And I'm like, see, no, you smiling. I won. She'd be like, no, I didn't laugh. Like, it's like, I made you smile, though. Like, you wanted to laugh, and this is like somebody forcibly trying not to, because it's like, then you'll know that you're funny, or then you'll know that, you know, you were able to put a smile on my face. But somebody is trying so hard not to show the feelings that they really do have for you. Speaking of her, I need to call her little butt. Oh my God. See what she up to. There's two people I need to call actually. And maybe that's just a confirmation too. Like if you've been thinking about somebody, call them, you know? Call them. Check up on them. If somebody crossed your mind, because like some people are just not used to that. You know, some people are just used to somebody hitting them up, calling them because they need something. They want something. I remember one time I called my auntie Regina, right? Somebody's name could be Regina. But she lives in Atlanta, okay? She's not even in Cali. And she had crossed my mind. Because every time I see my auntie Regina, like, it's always love. And I don't know what made me think of her. But she came to mind. So I called her up and I was like, hey, auntie. She was shocked to hear from me. Because, again, it's not like we talk every week or whatever. Like, I can't remember the last time. No, actually, I do remember the last time I seen Monty. It was at my cousin's baby shower. And my little baby cousin is probably like, what, three or so now. So it's been like a couple of years. But I remember I called her and she was like, hey, like, you know how somebody is like, you know how somebody will give you small talk before they ask you for something? Like, I feel like it just caught her totally off guard that I reached out to her and called her to see how she was doing. She was like, I was just like, hey, auntie, I was like, you just crossed my mind. I just wanted to see how you was doing. She was like, you know what? That is so sweet. She was like, I'm good, baby. I'm good. But, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you are someone where everybody always calls you because they need something. They want something. Can you do this? Can you do that? Like, they're not used to somebody just hitting them up and being like, I just wanted to check on you. I just wanted to see how you was doing. Like, somebody feels like when you contact them or whatever, it's a motive. Like, what do you want? What do you... It's like, damn, I'm just trying to see if you motherfucking breathing. You know? I just want to send you a little love. So, that could be a thing here, okay? But let's see. Why is this message conducive? Why is it important? Why is it important? To help you find your purpose, okay? I don't know why. It's so many typos in this damn deck. It's like I know what they're saying, but... And I feel like that's conducive too. It's like maybe the way that this person acts does not match how they feel. Okay, it says to help you find yourself. I know that says find yourself. Okay, even sexual energy is coming out here. Okay, maybe y'all could be celibate or whatever, but you like maybe self-please yourself, whatever the case may be. Okay, anywho. Also, somebody's initials can start with an L because I was just playing this word game with Game Pigeon with one of my homeboys, and it was word search or find the word or whatever. But with the L missing, or if you put the L between the F and the I, is fling, right? So again, however this person could have came off when it came to however y'all met, maybe they just thought that it was just going to be another fling, right? Here for a good time, not a long time. Until they started to really, dig your style and was like, I kind of want to be here longer. Okay? It's making me think of that one reel of the guy. I forgot. I think he was just there to he was just there to chill, and the girl cooked for him. And the food was so good, like he started taking his shoes off, making himself comfortable. Like, yeah, I want I ain't going nowhere the rest of the night. Like, if you cooking like this, then I want to stay here. So somebody here could be like a really good cook. You know how they say a way through a man's heart is through his stomach. All right, so you know, maybe I keep thinking of grandparents. Like, maybe you cook like, you know what I'm saying? You a grown woman, okay? It's not no heat up some hot dogs and put some noodles on the stove. There ain't nothing wrong with those meals, right? But I feel like you are somebody that's like, oh, I'm finna cook dinner. Okay, it's not like the regular, oh, I'm finna make pasta. I'm finna do that. Like, no, I feel like you really get down. You like, what you feeling? What you feeling like? What you feeling like? What you want? You know what I'm saying? You could have threw something else. Somebody here could be a chef. But you could be like, man, I want some Thai food. You know what I'm saying? You done made the shrimp fried rice. You done made the egg rolls. You done made the cheese wontons. And, like, come on. You could have swore this came from towels. Okay? But the reason why I feel like this message is coming out, it says to help you find your purpose, right? Big G is very particular when it comes to the people that he places in your life, whether it be friends, whether it be family, whether it be love interests. Okay? You could have had, with the imagination and humor here, say this is like somebody who always had this dream of wanting to be a comedian, right? Didn't know where to start. Maybe didn't have the support, or whatever the case was. But then here you meet this woman and, or maybe you meet a man and they got resources, or, they believe in you so much to where it's like what makes you push forward is their belief. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is for one motherfucker to believe in you, if not yourself, to make someone feel comfortable enough towards taking that leap of faith and seeing where it takes them. Like, if you are somebody who is operating in your purpose, you never know how being with someone and seeing how their daily routine is, the things that they do towards bringing, again, imagination, towards bringing their own dreams into fruition, how that can inspire or rub off onto you. You know what I'm saying? You got a feminine energy that wake up with money on their mind, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, shit, I need to get up and give me some money too. You know what I'm saying? I need to go towards my dreams and goals too. I can't let collective just be the only one operating in their purpose. Because at the end of the day, you never know who knows who that knows who that knows who that knows who. Somebody's name could be Ed. I had recently just seen something where it was talking about, remember how on Ed and Eddie, there was like, if it's one thing that Ed had, is like, he woke up every day trying to figure out how to make some shit shake. Okay? And included the homies. I'm here rolling with the homies. Okay? Bottom of the deck, because it's time to write your own story, okay? And here's the thing, collective. Whether it's you or whether it's this person, I feel like they have allowed other people to be the narrator of their life. Okay? They have allowed too many, oh, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this, in order to keep people happy with how they chose or how you chose to live your life. But I'm telling you, when you grow up in that certain type of dynamic where you always trying to please other people instead of doing the things that you want to do, that you love to do, and what you feel like is your God-given gift, it isn't until you come across somebody that inspires you in a way that it's like, yeah, one day I just woke up and this is just what I wanted to do. And so I'm doing it. You can be living proof of what will catapult someone into going into their own destiny, into their own purpose. We need each other. We all need somebody. You know what I'm saying? We all need somebody. All right? I'm hearing if you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Because listen, collective, we live in a time now where like people just do things to impress people, and they wonder why. It's just like trends. You know what I'm saying? Trends come and they go. It may hold people's attention for a moment, but not a lifetime. And when you think about the things that stick for a lifetime, it normally comes from people who was operating in their purpose. Michael Jackson been gone for years, and his music still touches people to this day. It's people that's probably younger than you that it's I watched this one lady and her two daughters. She be doing her daughter's hair, and she asked her mom to put on some Michael Jackson. This girl has to be maybe like 10 years old or so. I'm 32. So for her to be asking to put on Michael Jackson shows how much of an impact that man made while he was here and even when he was gone. Okay? So somebody is thinking about like leaving a legacy. Okay? If that be in the way of what you do purpose wise, whether it be having kids, whatever it is. I feel like it's both actually. Okay? It's definitely both. But you help somebody in a way that makes them question, what am I here for? Like and it's more than one person. I feel like people will look up and see that you operating in your purpose, and aside from the haters that may have shit to say or whatever, for the people that really look at you as living proof that you can get places if you just stick to the vision, stick to the script. Like the script, the break even song that I was telling y'all I got, if you stick to the script, you know what I'm saying? We are the drivers of our own life. We have free will to place ourselves in spaces or with people as we please. But it's up to us to take the signs through our journey, through our pathway, as to if those people, places, and things are going to be conducive with where we see ourselves going. Because everybody can't come. But everybody that's on the road to where you see yourself going is going to play a part in either teaching you a lesson, uplifting you, or bringing you down. Okay? Hi, Mahir. I do straight. I do straight. I haven't did coughing in a minute, but I do not like oval. I feel like it make me feel like I got, hey, Shirley, this is Barbara hands when I do oval. Okay. Some of y'all could be like, maybe on a more steady pace with the new person, getting over that hard exterior. And it's like right when you get into a soft spot with someone, it's like, here come the exes, right? Here come these people out the trash cans that want to say this and want to say that. And it's like, Lord. But anywho, we gonna get into the tea, y'all. I'm just gonna take, I guess, all right, I'm gonna take 4. All right, so we got new life. I'm here, and welcome to the good life. I go for mine. I got to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky. Okay, somebody's name could be Kanye, or like somebody could like to listen to Kanye, but the tribe, I'm telling you, collective, You are going to come to a moment where the things that you are going to literally laugh with Big G at the fact that what you pray for starts to play out. And the guilt, I feel like, is just going to be for those days where you may have doubted him, right? Maybe he done on your journey or in your pathway, he took you through a little detour. And you like, Big G, you know I've been working towards this. Like, why is this happening? Why is this? Woo, woo. It was meant to have you gain something from those experiences that you were going to later need when you get to where he actually has you going. That's it. That's it. Go the distance, loyal heart. I feel like, look, truth be told, if that ain't the truth, collective, and this owl is here, I feel like y'all are very wise people. Or you're a very wise person. So you could be that friend that people come to for like words of advice, right? But I'm telling you, people look at the life that you have created because what does it say? Because it's time to write your own story. People see the ways that you have moved and the things that you have did that caused you to have the life that you have. Sure, with imagination and humor, when you first started, some people didn't see the vision, and that's okay because it wasn't for them. It was for you. It was for you. Because listen, guarantee this very same people that was laughing at what you was trying to curate ain't laughing now when they see you laughing to the bank. Because listen, y'all about to have some people around y'all that is going to really be loyal to you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have a sense of integrity to where they're going to be the same way in your face and behind your back. I'm telling you, these people that will go the distance. Okay? If anything was to be going on with you, they on that next flight. They on that next highway. They, what? What? You said you need me? How about I'm already on the way? It's given that. Whether this be friends, whether this be the lover that you have, like as much, listen, the energy that you have been putting out is about to be reciprocated to you. So don't be surprised when you ask Big G, like, Big G, like, you know, I really want to get to this point in life and things of that sort. And he start breaking you away from certain people that were going to hinder you, that wasn't really happy for you, that wasn't really supportive about you, to where when you told them your dreams and your goals, you know what I'm saying, they acted as if they were supported it in your face, but behind closed doors it was laughing at you. Yeah, collective ain't never gonna get there. Collective come from it's giving rags to riches. You know what I'm saying? You getting this shit out the mud. And this is the very same people that was laughing at you. Like, you came from the same place I came from. What makes you think you so special to get up out of here and make something out of yourself? I was just looking at a post when they was talking about Samuel L. Jackson and how he had like a drug addiction, right? And I think it was some movie or so that they were saying that he was playing when he was I don't know if it was Pulp Fiction or something like that, where he was still battling it even by playing the role. I think he said like damn, I wish I could remember what the director's name. I don't know if it was Spike Lee or somebody wrote a script specifically for him. And that's how his career took off. He was like 40-something years old. So it's never too late, collective. It's never too late for you to get to a point to where you finally, like, listen, all those years of experience that you had to go through in order for you to have the mindset that you have at 30, at 40, at 50, at 60, it's never too late. Because what I always tell y'all, as long as you got breath in your body, you are still able to produce. You still able to do it. So let's see what's going on in the heart space. Let's get to the real tea, okay? Welcome to the good life. But y'all really gonna have a moment to where, like, just as kind and generous as you are to people, you're going to get to a point to where you're gonna have to learn how to receive that same energy towards you. You're so used to being the giver, the pourer, the nurturer, to where when that energy gets reciprocated, it's like, don't block your blessings, collective. Don't block your blessings. I remember one time when I had got out of a long-term breakup, I would go to the beach, and I would jog on the sand because I have a torn ACL in my right knee, right? So I can't really jog on like hard surfaces. But I really wanted to run. Like, I really just feel like I needed an adrenaline rush to like calm my heart, right? During that time. So I remember I had went to the beach, right? If you from Cali, LA, whatever, you are aware of Dockweiler. And when you enter this, what is that, Century, or down Imperial, one of them. When you enter the block of Dockweiler and you're right in front of the entrance, you can either make a left or you can make a right, because everything in front of you is the beach, right? So if you make a left at that first light, you can make a right into the parking structure. Park over there near the restrooms, right? So that's where I was at. And you have to pay for parking. You go to the little meter or whatever. And I remember I was only there for probably like 2 hours or so because they had like sand hills. I don't know if they like took them down or whatever. It's kind of near like where the rock walkway is. But I would jog up and jog down, right, for incline. And when I left, I remember I seen some cars coming in, and I stopped the car and gave them my ticket that I paid for that you leave in your front dashboard to them, right? And I remember a couple of days after that, I went to go get my jog on, right? Somebody seen me walk into the parking meter and gave me and like signaled to me and gave me their parking pass. And I was like, dang, that's crazy. Because it was like a full circle moment. You know what I'm saying? And I say that to say, like, again, the energy that you put out will always find a way to be brought back to you. You know? Because at the end of the day, Big G knows our heart space, right? Not with the intent of like, you know how, have y'all seen those Instagram reels of the guy in the grocery store and he be like, you just won $10,000, right? So he go up to this one lady, he was like, yeah, you see that guy right there? If you help, he gonna ask you to help him out with his groceries or whatever. And if you say, yeah, he gonna give you some money. He gonna pay for your groceries. So she was like, all right, cool. Right? That was the only reason on her heart as to why she was going to say, yeah, I'll help you out. That was the only reason, because she knew that there was an incentive that was going to be given to her bigger than whatever he was asking her to pay for, right? So the dude comes, he like, excuse me, ma'am. The same dude his friend pointed out. He was like, excuse me, ma'am, do you mind buying my chicken wings or whatever the hell they was, right? She was like, yeah, I got you, whatever. So she paid for it. He was like, thank you, and walked away. And she was like, hold on. Like, I thought you was going to give me some money or pay for my groceries or whatever. And he was like, nah. He was like, I actually got it for me and my friend to eat. But I say that to say, because give from the heart. Do from the heart. Don't do it because, you know what I'm saying, you want to show someone else, or you think you showing Big G that this is what was put on your heart to do. Cause he made you. He know when we bullshitting or not. He knows. Nobody's gonna know. He's gonna know. He's gonna know. Okay? He's gonna know. So let's see. I'm telling you, collective, like, and I say full circle moment because look at that 8. Don't that look like the infinity sign? What goes around comes around. All right, so let's see. What else? And that popped up. Loyalty. Telling you, loyal heart and loyalty came out here. Whoever this new person is somebody that you can trust. And you know, whatever is causing you to still deal with them is because you know that that's them at their core. Or however you move with them is letting them know that you are loyal. Like, despite how, you know how somebody says before somebody wants to get married, you know how somebody says, like, before you live with someone or before you marry them, you want to see them in all aspects of life, right? When they're mad, when they're happy, when they broke, when they up, when they this, when they that. Like, this is someone where this is probably told to them, right? Maybe by old head in their family or whatever. Like, so this is somebody that may, like, test you, right? They may test you. But it really just depends on the testee, right? It really just depends because, listen, there's a method to whoever this person's madness is, okay? I feel like they're just tired of, like, putting all their eggs in one basket when it comes to someone. And when they're down, you know, it's not until they're down to where they see how a motherfucker really feel about them. You know what I'm saying? It was all Guns N' Roses or whatever the hell when this person was up, when they had it, when they did this and that, right? And maybe in the past when they dealt with people where it's like, when they wasn't in that position, when that wasn't their season, they seen how people folded on them. That same energy that they had towards this person when they was on the up and up was not the same energy that they had on them or had with them when they was on the low and low. So this is why this person may feel like moving forward, now that I have seen how people have treated me on both sides of the fucking spectrum, I need to see, you know, it's kind of like I need to test drive before I take this motherfucker off the lot. You know, like, this is how they feel, okay? Somebody can have dogs or have a dog. All right, I don't know when I seen this flower, it's not even a rose, but I'm hearing, can I call you Rose? Can I call you? Okay, somebody's name could be Rose. Okay, or somebody could want to buy you flowers, all right? But you're making it very believable at the fact that you really do care for this person. Because again, like, they can have a hard exterior, they can be a little mean, they can be a little cutthroat, they can be, and you are still like this gentle human being towards them, despite however they may come off. Because I feel like you see past that, like, you see past the facade that this person intentionally puts on. Okay, I don't know why I heard Love Don't Cost a Thing with Nick Cannon and Christina Milian. Okay, I'm hearing Christina's gone. That's past energy. Okay, it's like collective's gone. Collective, whoever that past ex is, they've been looking at they watch like, when collective coming back? Collective ain't coming back. Collective's not coming back. If collective wanted to come back, they would have. Because I'm hearing you're still in the back of my mind. When it comes to that past energy, yeah. It's given if you think you're lonely now. Wait until tonight, girl. Okay. But anywho, seeing is believing, right? Is what I'm hearing with this saying believing, reliability, trusting. You that type of lover, that type of friend to where like even if somebody got you fucked up, if it comes to the point to where they really need you, you still coming through. You still coming through. Because that's just how you are. You may not talk to this motherfucker when you get there. It's like, I'm here. What do you need? All right, cool. You good? You straight? All right, bye. Like, you know how people say, like, if you was set on fire, I wouldn't give you water. No, you might give the motherfucker water, but it ain't like you about to ride an ambulance. You know what I'm saying? Be there. Some of y'all may be, but it's like, listen, I stopped it, so you good. I'll call somebody for you. You still show you care, for lack of better words. You still show that you care. At the bottom of the deck with realization here, somebody's starting to see that. That's why the guilt is here, because it's like, damn, like, even though I was rude to collective, even though I was mean or whatever, like, they still was around, even though I was acting like a total fucking dick. A straight asshole. So when it became the last straw that broke the camel's fucking back, now that light bulb is going on and being like, damn, like, they really didn't have to be here all those times when I was being like that, acting like that or whatever. I must have really fucked up this last time. Because I feel like this person could have been around people who were so used to them treating those people that way. They were just going to take it. They enabled this person into thinking it was okay, and that even if they were this way, she be back, he be back. No. You could be the first person that's showing this person, like, you could pay all that shit with them other goofies, but when it over here, yeah, nah. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Because in your heart and heart, you are a loyal person. But at the end of the day, it's like, you're not about to let somebody just play in your face. Yeah, abandoned. They the one sitting there looking like a clown now because you ain't attending the fucking service. So who are you performing for? Who are you performing for? It says left out, walked away cold. Look at the bottom of the deck, chasing. Now you got this person in the position of being like, hold on, wait. Listen, Linda, hold on. Like, before you walk out that door, because they, like, just as much as this person continuously could have played in your face, not knowing, like, you collected mental data, mental tally marks on how many times this person had you fucked up, not knowing that you was giving them grace. Baby, you was giving them grace. But once you started to recognize the pattern recognition came on, it was like your light bulb started to be like beep 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 beep. Like, listen, you done passed the threshold. You done passed the threshold. Because it's like, once you on the other side of being around or with somebody who was extremely loyal to you, you start to see how there's a lot of unloyal ass people around. Friends, family. A lot of people are not used to dealing with someone like you that does not need anything or have any type of alternative motives towards them, to be in their presence, to want them around. I'm hearing, I ain't never had nobody show me all the things that you done show me in a special way. I feel when you hold me, we gonna always be together, baby. That's what you told me, and never leave me, cause I ain't never had nobody do me like you. It's like, yeah, collective. Not only do you show people, like, I feel like you're not a gatekeeper, okay? Like, you could physically show somebody, like, oh, how you do this? All right, cool. Look, you're going to do this. You're going to do that. You're going to go here. You're going to say this. You're going to do that. Like, yeah. Or you show people through your own actions. Like, yeah, man, bro, like, I plan on doing this or whatever. A year go by, they look up, you doing the exact same shit that you said you was going to be doing. So when people feel left out with people like that, it feels like, damn, like, I lost my cheat code. I lost my cheat code. The person that I can go to for all the answers, I ain't got them no more. Whether you had the answers or whether you didn't, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you got that certain type of energy where you don't leave people in the same space that they were before coming to you. Whether you were able to give them a hug, whether with humor here, you was able to put a smile on their face, make them laugh, make them joke. You know what I'm saying? You always put people in a better position that they were in prior to them coming into your energy, your life. Like, you really a one-on-one, collective. You knew how to help these people or this person change their mindset, change the things that they did, or whatever. That's why the best parts of them was with or is with you. You enlighten people on a certain level that they never thought that they needed prior to them coming across you. That's how you know you came from Big G. That could very much so be your purpose. Okay, I'm hearing, I see you doing that shit on purpose, baby. Big G knows that you have a lot of love for this person and that you are the only one that could possibly deal with their ass. No matter, even if you abandon this person, you leave them or whatever, it's still like, goddamn, why do I keep thinking about them? Imagination. Why do they still cross my mind? Your mouth is saying one thing, but your heart is feeling another. You even feel like, with guilty here, you even feel like by leaving this situation, it's kind of like you feel like you are equipped enough to help this person in a certain way. So like, even this is like you leaving because you had to, not because you wanted to. You get me? You had to leave because it was going to either drain you, hurt you, whatever, trying to get someone to understand that your intentions are pure. But it's not like you wanted to leave. And it just shows how your heart is. You know, you could have cut people off during your journey that, again, like I said, it's not like you don't got love for them, but you got to love them from a distance. That's okay. This is your story. They ain't got to continue to be on every page. But they definitely were in a chapter or two. Right? So influences, attachment, third parties, peers, okay? Somebody here could be going through that process of Big G detaching them from people, places, and things. You know what I'm saying? If somebody here that's like, man, like Big G, I pray that you bring me the woman or the man, whatever, the career, whatever it is. Like I said, don't be surprised when you start falling off with certain people. That homeboy you could have fell out with could have been the same one that could have been eyeing your woman. That homegirl could have been the same one that would have try your man. You know what I'm saying? That job that did not, that was always giving you stress and things of that sort would have distracted your mindset towards you making moves towards your God-given gifts, your own purpose. It's always a reason, collective. It's always a reason. It's like people can either influence you in a good way or they can influence you to go totally off your path. And what, don't that look like an 8 again? What goes around comes around. What you put out is what you get back. If you always that friend that's very supportive and you hype your friends about whatever new things and stuff that they got going on, don't be surprised when, again, you got good shit going on in your life and the people around you don't give that same energy when it's you. Don't be surprised. I mean, that's Big G showing you, plain and simple. The people that's happy for you and really want to see you win is going to go the distance. You know, it's like you going out and you got an outfit on, you look good. You know what I'm saying? You know you look good. Not to say that you fishing for compliments or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? You see somebody peeping everything you got going on, but they mouth shut. It's like, God damn, I see you looking, see you peeping. You know what I'm saying? Versus you being around the right people and somebody being like, ooh, I got a bag, ooh, I got a chain, I got this. That'll go perfect with your outfit. They want to add to you. So you can feel even more like you that girl, like you that dude. You know, it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? You working on something career-wise and you telling somebody, even though they may have all the resources, it ain't like they finna give it up because them be the type of people that be jealous that you're going to get above them. How they see it. Somebody that's happy for you, they're like, yo, I know somebody that do this. Ooh, I know somebody, look, if you need help, I got a connection here. Just tell them what the room sent you. Come on. That is it. It's very crucial, okay, to evaluate who you got around you. Exhaustion. It says depleted, drained, long journey. Because I'm telling you, like, collective, the people you have around you can either delay you or catapult you. They can either delay you or they can catapult you. And that's, and you like, okay, say for instance, it's like, again, you in a car, you like, man, I need to go to the gas station. The wrong person is going to be like, okay, cool, you're going to make a left here, you're going to make a right, and then you're going to go all the way down this block and make a left and a right, and yeah. They take you to the farthest fucking one, knowing your shit on E. The right person, they were like, oh yeah, just hit this back street, make a left, and then it's going to be right here on your right-hand side. Boom. Don't waste no time to get you to where you need to be. So, as that applies to your goals and your dreams, when you listen to the signs or you pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities that Big G gives you when it comes to certain people that need to be abandoned with where you see yourself going, You know how somebody say work smarter, not harder? Come on. Work smarter, not harder, collective, when it comes to the people around you. Like, don't ignore the signs. Have y'all been seeing that reel that been circulating of the girl whose birthday it was? And it's like two girls sitting down and one other girl standing next to her. So they sing happy birthday, and one of the girls sitting down, like, touches her face with something or smudges her face with something while the other girl is sitting down in front of her is recording her. But she put that camera down so quick when the other friend that was standing next to the actual birthday girl, like, wiped off what the girl that was sitting down had put on her face. And then the girl snatched the thing from out of her hand, like, you're not about to play with my friend. She was standing there looking cute, and here come this hater want to put something on her face. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make it seem like it was a joke. Like, especially with humor coming out here. Like, don't let people play in your face, collective. Don't let people disguise their shadiness as a joke or I was just playing. Like, no. Because why are you trying to be a hater on my day? Like, don't exhaust yourself out with imagination, playing things over in your head and talking yourself out of what you know you feel when it comes to said people. What else? Conflicted hopelessness. Yeah, you got some people in your past, whether it be lovers, friends, whatever, that when it comes to, I'm telling you, you were that person that people came to when it came to decision making. Down to, I don't know how I want to have my hair, down to should I leave him? Should I stay with him? Down to this business idea, what you think that, yeah. It was you. It was you that they came to when it came to the things, you know what I'm saying? Should I go towards my dreams and my goals? What if this? What is that? Like, you were the voice of reason. You help people realize it's a reason, you know, even if you were on the up and up or even on at their lowest moments, there's a reason why you're going through it. You know, not saying you deserve to go through it, but look at the silver lining in what the reason is. What are you gaining from this situation on the positive spectrum versus putting the negative spectrum at the forefront? You was that type of person. And now that they don't have you around, where you gave people hope, they're feeling hopeless, collective. Yeah. Instantly, I'm hearing with this running car, who can I run to when I need love? As I sit here contemplating. Come on. Ghosting, disappearing, invisible. It's kind of like the very same way that these people made you feel when it came for them to show up for you. Is how they feel in the moments where they feel like they need you. It's like, it don't feel good when the shoe's on the other foot. When you get a taste of your own medicine, it don't feel good. Yep, intuition. Okay, it says heart song, telepathy, inner knowing. Yeah, collective. You knew you brought the razzle to they fucking dazzle. You knew. You have this inner knowing. Genuine people never fumble people. It's usually people that end up fumbling them. Because you bring, with ecstasy here, it says chasing thrills, excitement, good time. Like, you bring the bright spot into people's lives. And you loyal on top of that. I'm telling you, people can come to you about the most exhausting shit. The most detrimental shit. And you just have a way of lifting the weight off of people's shoulders that they were not able to do for themselves. And this is why Big G keep elevating you. Because you're not doing this in order to win brownie points with him. You're doing this because you're operating in the way in which he made you. Despite the outside noise, despite the things that you even went through. You still choose to spread happiness and love regardless of whatever situation that you were going through or that you're in. Somebody intuitively knows too that they keep running from this situation and there's nothing to run from. I feel like the reason why they are running is because it's like whoever this person is, they were so used to running people off. And it wasn't until I feel like they came across you too. It's like a magnetic pull. They want to get away, but what's that song? Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need you in my life. You were meant to be. So that means we gotta make it work. Yeah. No matter how much they like, yeah, I'm not fucking with collecting, I'm not dealing with them, whatever. The heart wants what the heart wants, baby. And look, heart. The heart wants what the heart wants. Chasing. You having somebody go through like an ego death because, again, they could have been in a space where they were so used to people chasing after them. And, now them being in the position of chasing after a person makes them low-key feel like a punk. But this has everything to do with this person's mindset, their influences, the people around them. If you got a homie or a homegirl that really wants to see you be loved and cared about, despite someone's own ignorance, they are going to tell them, bro, go get her. Sis, go get him. That's a good man, Savannah. You know what I'm saying? What you waiting on? What you waiting for? Somebody who don't want you to be happy? After you done listed all the great things about someone, they're gonna feed off of the things the negative things that someone here has already formed in their mind and try and multiply on that. If that makes sense. It's like fueling fire with fire. It's not gonna stop what someone has already curated in their mind as far as how they feel like it's gonna go without even getting into shit. But for somebody that really knows you, they be like, you know what, let me get this water and put it out, because like the things that you were saying that you feel about this person and how you moving, it don't work. Somebody could be a water sign, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah. What else? What else? Conflict, all right. Clashing, differences, incompatibility. Somebody could have, whoever the new energy is, right? Not the old. Again, they could have tried to, because this is an equal death here. It's like, all right, fine. You don't want to be with me? Cool, whatever. I'll find somebody else. Whoever they find, they're not compatible with them. It don't make their heart feel the way that you made them feel. That's why the guilt is here, because they know they fucked this up with you. But instead of admitting, I fucked up, they ride that ego trip and be like, well, I'll find somebody else. But nobody is going to make them feel the way that you did, collector. And for the past person, whoever the X energy is or whatever, it's conflict over there. Because like I said, somebody still has you in mind when it comes to solidifying something, marrying someone, have kids with someone. So the conflict steers from, okay, yeah, we've been together for this long or whatever the case may be. When are we going to make the next step? When is this going to... It's causing conflict because somebody's still banking on you coming back. Because they're too busy trying to compare you to the new person instead of realizing the new person that they're with is not you. They're not going to talk. They're not going to look like you. Even if your past person did find somebody to look like you, they're not going to act like you. They're not going to talk like you. They're not going to be as considerate as you. They're not going to be as loving as you, as caring as you. They're not going to go the distance for you. Your ass is fucking sick at 3 o'clock in the morning. Where you used to get up and go to the damn gas station and pick up an Alka-Seltzer Plus, whatever the case may be, somebody gonna be like, what you want me to do? That type of shit is in you, not on you. So your past person constantly using you as the bar or as the metrics for who is capable of getting them to that point of having this happily ever after, is going to constantly make them bump heads, because y'all are two totally different people. It's always going to be like, man, collective used to do this. Why are you not doing this? Collective used to do that. You know what I'm saying? Why you don't support me? Why? It's crazy how past people miss the very same things that they took for granted when it comes to whoever new they find themselves with. It's crazy. Because the thing that goes through this past person's mind is like, damn, you know, maybe they weren't old enough to have that certain type of mindset or whatever the case may be. And now they're seeing it now, right? But what goes through this person's mind is like where your mindset or the way that you move or did things could have been more advanced, the years or the time frame that you were with this person, and they're just, because we all heal and grow on different times. Your past person has this mindset, or this thought, I should say, of anybody would be lucky to have you. Anyone would be lucky to have you. Some people go through hurt and it makes them bitter. It makes them, you know, change the way that they once seen love, or how they choose to treat other people. Some people see it as a metrics of what they never want to go back to. And while they still continue to be that caring, loving person that they are. You know, so somebody's past experience could have made them be mean, be angry, be upset, or be this person that they weren't prior to that hurt, prior to that pain. And I feel like Big G purposely put you into this person's life in order to call them back to themselves, their original selves, prior to the hurt and the pain. But it's so hard. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. It's so hard for this person to accept that it's somebody just like them prior to the hurt and the pain. And here you are. Ain't no way somebody that loving, ain't somebody that caring, ain't no way that you still gonna love me after I did this, after I did that. As if they ain't that type of person. Make it make sense. As if they not like that at their core. I done have people do some fucked up shit to me, but because I don't know how to hold hate in my heart. Yeah, I still love them. Whether it's still up close or whether it's from a distance. Once I love you, I'm always love you. But if it ever got to a point to where I have to love me more in order to separate myself from you to protect my own peace, that will happen. Does that mean I don't love you? No. But the way you treated me, the way you talking to me, the way you handle me, I can't betray myself to allow that shit to go down. I can't. Been there, done that. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, y'all have a certain sense of loyalty to yourselves too. And all you looking for is somebody that has that same type of loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Even if it came to a point to where you went through something and sorry y'all, my shoulder itch. and that experience changed you. You would want this person to leave you if it wasn't conducive or healthy for them. And vice versa, right? But somebody with this intuition, we seeing his heart in conflict, like somebody is really having a battle between the heart and the mind. Because their mind is like, again, they having doubts about you being the same type of person that they are at their core. How you surprised that it's people out here that's just like you? Whether that genuinely be in a good thing or a bad thing. Somebody done met they match here. Somebody done met they match. Somebody can have twins or be a twin, or twins can run in somebody's family. But it's like opposites. You know how twins look alike, right? But may act totally different. You and this person may not look alike. Some of y'all, I don't know, maybe y'all do, whatever. But y'all don't look alike, but on the inside, y'all got the same morals and values. Somebody here could be like a fraternal twin. Is that the right terminology? Depth, yeah. Awareness, importance, values. Somebody is starting to see like how important it is to have you in their life. And I feel like the past person, you know, they could be coming across surface level people. But with you, you have substance, you have depth. You cause people to go into hermit mode, go within. You know, that's how you know somebody really love you, when they want the best for you, when they put that mirror up to your face and be like, where did all this start? Can we have a conversation about where all of this started at? Why you are the way that you are, why you move the way that you move, why? No judgment. But I just want to know why. Right? You don't come across people that really want to fucking know you and what made you become who you are. A lot of people are very incentive based when it comes to getting close to you or wanting to be in a relationship with you or wanting to be your friend. Like, yeah. Chasing, pursuit, toxicity, resilient. You can have a lot of people from your past that's gonna just really want to get close to you again. But you see how somebody could like to watch football? It's a game, right? People play stupid games and they won stupid prizes when it came to you. And I feel like with toxicity here, they were operating from a way that may have worked with other people, but like I said, did not work with you. This is like football, right? I remember my ex, he was on the football team in high school, and I remember they used to talk about how they used to like watch the other teams like uh was like games or whatever in order to like get familiar with how the players play. So this is like somebody watching your whole playbook, right? Like, okay, cool. I done seen in a couple of videos when this go here in order for this person to get the touchdown, they bust this little move, whoop, whoop, whoop. But this is like you switching some shit up last minute, and they studied you so much to where they thought you was gonna move like this, and you end up moving totally different. You threw their whole game plan off. You threw their whole game plan off. And you just showed up out of nowhere like AD and shot the shit through the rim. Like, you done popped up out of nowhere. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? You came to assist. Like, what? Somebody could like to watch basketball. Okay. You remember that scene? It made me think of Love and Basketball. Y'all remember when they was at the dance and they was both with two different people, but they could not stop looking at each other. Yeah. Maybe that could be significant too. Like, you know, maybe you could have been out with your new man. Okay, you see your ex and they with somebody, but every time you look up, this motherfucker staring at you, worried about, you know, what you got going on, who this is. Oh my God. That's funny. I would never forget the time when my cousins, they all worked at the movie theater. And I remember she got me some tickets, right? So she was like, just come to the the booth and I'm gonna come out the door to give you the tickets or whatever. So as I'm standing there, I'm just, you know, peeping the scenery. And I ended up seeing this one guy I used to date, right? He in line with a whole nother woman. He's so worried about what I got going on. All I knew, I was like, I need to get this ticket. I need to hurry up and get into the goddamn theater. Where, whatever my number was. Them eyes was on me like a hawk. I'm like, you need to pay attention to who you there with, sir. Oh my God. But resistant, secret admirer, suppressing, timid. Okay. Yeah, this new person, they better get it together. I mean, I do see chasing here, so again, the ex person and the new person, they know that anybody would be lucky to have someone like you. Merely based off of how you made that past person feel and how you made this new person feel. They ain't the only people that got their eyes on you. So all this like suppressing how you feel and things like that, all that's doing is leaving room for somebody that they ain't gonna think twice when it comes to showing you and telling you what they want with you and what they see with you. Okay, obsessions. Infatuated, adoration, addiction. Because your energy is very addicting, collective. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. You like that first hit. And you know how Ecstasy said, like chasing the thrill? You know, somebody could have suffered from addiction or something like that. But like, you are like that again, like everybody remembers their first time, right? Of whatever it was, whether it been something that you were addicted to, whether it been the first time you met somebody and how they made you feel, whether it been you losing your virginity, whatever, you can recall what your first time of whatever something was. You're like that first time to people. I don't care how many relationships they done been in. It was you could have been the first time somebody felt love at first sight. Or like, yeah, whatever it is. Like, people literally adore you. You ever met somebody and, you know, somebody told you, like, I feel like I've known you for a long time. You give that type of energy off. Whether you done hung out with them for the first time and y'all was kiki laughing and joking, you know, you make people be like, they don't want to hang with Collective again. And I get it. Sometimes it can be overwhelming. Trust me, I know. It can be overwhelming. Because the first time you encounter people, they do not want to let you go. It's like, what you doing tomorrow? Okay, so what you doing this? What you doing this day? What you doing? And if you don't have proper boundaries set into place, you will definitely exhaust yourself trying to be everywhere with everybody. Your access to you it should come with boundaries. Not everybody should have access to you. And I feel like a lot of you guys know this because you know the energy that you exude. Okay? But with sorrow in the reverse, what does it say? It says loss, grief, depression. I'm hearing that Beyonce song, Sorry, I Ain't Sorry. It's like the people that fumbled you and lost out on you, collective. I feel like you just really have a good understanding that that was a part of Big G's plan. You know, either that or you took heed to the signs and the synchronicities he was showing you when it came to said person or said people. And that was all you needed to know in order to continue to move forward. Because I feel like you leave situations knowing, like, I was good to this person. I was genuine. I was, how I felt about you was genuine. How I showed up for you was genuine. You never needed anything in exchange in order to confirm to them that that's genuinely how you felt. And they know that. Your love was not incentive based. It wasn't incentive based. Okay? So let's get some love oracles and then we is out of here. My voice is getting raspy. I'm tired, y'all. Okay, you definitely got secret admirers. This came out again. In balance, okay? I feel like you definitely balance someone out here. Secret admirer says someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. That's that stubborn air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They admire you. This is like... it gives off like, hey, Arnold. You remember when Helga used to be so mean to Arnold? Move it, football head. I be telling my coworker that. She was like, what? I'm not Stewie. I'm like, oh my God. Girl, bye. Get out my face. Even though Stewie do got a football head, but the original was Hey Arnold, okay? But you remember how when Arnold used to leave after Helga used to be mean to her, you know what I'm saying? She'd be like, "Oh, Arnold, I love you, Arnold." She had a whole shrine of this man. I feel like you and this person give off that energy low key, but it's like, again, they just don't know how to express this, or they could be working on expressing this, or whatever the case may be. But they know, especially somebody really could be a Libra. It's making me think of the scales with balance coming out here. It says love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges, okay? And this is what I feel like this person really loves about you, because you're not just a yes man or a yes woman. If you don't like something, you're going to speak on it. You know, as much as they don't like being wrong, the way you go about showing this person that you are right is not like a in your face, aha, I was right, you was wrong. I'm smart, you're dumb. I'm big, you're small. It's not Matilda Daddy, okay? It's not. It ain't like if Johnny had 5 apples and you take away 2, how many you got? And this motherfucker say 6. You can be like, you know what? Show me how you got that. It ain't gonna be a goddamn ruler on the table if Johnny had reiterating yourself. You know what I'm saying? Getting frustrated. It's like, nah, actually, let me know how your brain works. How did you get that? Somebody could be very calm, and I feel like the other person could be like a little hot headed, okay? It's because if it is like a air sign, they're always in their head. Like, this is somebody that creates scenarios in their head, and then when it's time, when the situation presents itself, it plans it presents itself so differently. So whatever they rehearsed in their head, they're not able to say those fucking lines because you didn't say what they thought you were gonna say when it came to the part that they. It's like. Somebody here could be an actor or want to be an actor, okay? Let me reiterate that, or want to be an actor, because it brought me back to imagination and humor. But how I said it made me sound like a wannabe actor. Okay, so again, you could have had people that laugh and joke about you, maybe because you wanted to be an actor, and they just didn't see it. Okay, maybe you wasn't as good as you are now, or you know. Listen, but only time told, right? Only time will tell. Okay, and it says emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment, okay? You again, collective, you bring out a certain emotion out of someone that they thought for dear life that they had locked up for the rest of their life. It's like you just seep through. You like the flower that grew from out of fucking concrete. I'm hearing a Beyonce song, speaking of emotions. Well, Destiny's Child. It's just emotions caught up in sorrow. How does that song go? 'Cause who's the one you're clinging to instead of me tonight? Oh, somebody could have recently been crying or something. It's one of them people to where you were they right hand, you was they go to. And because you not right by them anymore, probably don't fuck with them, whatever. Like, this is somebody that's just forced to like cry to themselves. Because the sense of vulnerability that they had with you, they don't have with either many people or anyone at all. Lord. All right, so we got manifesting miracles. It says your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance, okay? So when it comes to whoever this air sign is or whoever is operating in that energy that is letting their mind self-sabotage this connection with you, you are literally everything that they've manifested, that they asked Big G for. It's like, you know, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. You know what I'm saying? It gives that vibe of like, you know how somebody pop up at your house and you ain't like cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? And you like, oh shit, I gotta get this shit in order. If you are already used to living in a clean space, because when you have a clean space, you got a clear mind. Okay, when your surroundings is already up on the up and up, you're not going to have to feel that sense of anxiety because you prepared for it, right? And the same things goes in different areas. You know, so if you are in the midst of manifesting something, prepare for it before it comes. That's how you invite it in. You know, it ain't gonna be no delay like, oh, wait, give me like 10 minutes. 10 minutes. They could be doing something else. All right. Lastly, let me give y'all some things to tap into this week, okay, that may calm your spirit, okay? It says connect with crystals. Somebody's name could be Crystal, okay? And if it's not crystals, just anything that makes you feel calm. Like, it could be, this made me think of that debate. Child, we're not gonna get into all of that, maybe another read, but the one New Ager versus the Christians with Jasmine. Somebody's name could be Jasmine. She held her ground, okay? But one of her prompts was this, as far as like connecting with crystals and things of that sort. She was explaining to the ladies how like certain things have healing properties, not saying like, oh, this rose quartz is going to bring love in, or, you know, make me feel love, or, you know, you still got to do the work within yourself. But she had explained just as certain tools hold certain properties, you know, just like music. Whether it's the sound, she had mentioned, whether it's the anointing over that person's voice or the song lyrics in general, like everything has certain properties. Somebody could want to own a property, like buy a house, okay? Somebody could have recently bought a house. Congratulations to you if that is a confirmation, okay? But like, all in all, connect with things that make you feel more like yourself. Okay, what else? Dream journal, okay? Some of you guys, and this can be advice for the person that could have fumbled you where you were they go to, you know? If they don't feel, or even if you don't feel comfortable speaking to anyone else, journaling is a great aspect. My therapist had put me onto journaling, and honestly, like on them days where like my mind and my heart just feel heavy and I don't want to speak to anyone about it, I just know that I can write it out, keep it, dispose it, burn it, whatever, and it's out. You know what I'm saying? Better in than out. And it says, are you sleeping? Okay, so some of you guys or someone here, you know, could be having a hard time sleeping. Don't forget to pour back into yourself is what I hear with that, okay? Because again, everybody's so used to you being the nurturer, the giver, the this and that. It's giving you can't pour from an empty cup, okay, collective? So even if you feel a certain type of way because you so used to motherfuckers coming to you, and when it comes to you needing someone, no one's there, write that shit in your journal. Get it off your, what did Charlamagne say with the Breakfast Club? Get it off your chest, collective. Get it off your chest. You'll feel a lot better than going to social media about it, than going to someone where you probably can't trust, or write it down. I don't care how fucked up it may sound. Get it off your chest. Okay? It says make a vision board, all right? To see it is to believe it. Is what I'm hearing. To see it is to believe it. Intuition, exactly. And if you believe in yourself, you don't got to worry about anybody else seeing your vision, collective. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. Because if not you, then who? You know? You want a certain car, you want a certain house, you know, even if it's something that you write out as far as your vision board. You putting it together is putting it into the universe that this is what you want to include into your world. Imagination. If you can't share your visions with other people, share it with yourself. Share it with yourself. Because I'm pretty sure Big G's going to see it. Okay? So, collective, I'm exhausted. If this message resonated with you, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Put that bell on so you know when your girl is dropping the tea. And when it's